The new search offers a feature called Save Searches. This is where you're saving the question of your search as opposed to the answers. The answers come in the form of collections that you're very well used to using, where your search results, you would add an item to your collection or to proposal, and those would be the items that you collect, and they're the answers. The question for your search is the criteria, the group of criteria settings that you want to use when doing searches. So maybe on a regular basis you're searching between $100 and $1,000, and you're searching in categories, let's say that you're searching in electronics. So you always want to search electronics between $100 and $1,000 on a regular basis. When I click on search, it returns my results. And if I add these items to a collection, I start creating my answer. But I want to be able to save this so I don't have to type in 100, 1,000 and choose electronics category. I want to save my question, so I'm going to come in here and type in electronics 100 to 1,000, and I'm going to save that so that the next time if I reset my criteria, all my criteria is reset. If I know I want to search electronics 100 to $1,000, I select it and I click open, and it fills in all of my criteria so that I can now do my search and get the results that I want. A very popular use of Save Searches is going to be used for your default search. So if I reset my criteria here, and let's say that I usually want to search items between more than $50 to $1,000, and I want to search at authorized price, and this is going to be my default. Well, I can come in here and I can give my search a name, and I'll call it default. You can call it whatever you want. The part that makes it my default search is by checking this Make Default checkbox. If I click Save, I've now saved my default search, which whenever I come into search again, let's say that here I choose electronics 100 to 1,000, I open that up, so I have some other. If I come back to the search page fresh, as if I hadn't been there before, when I type in something like the color red, when I hit enter, not only is it returning red items, but it's also going to return items that are between $50 and $1,000 red, because that's my default search. So having a default search allows you to quickly jump into just typing in your text criteria without having to drop down the criteria panel in order to specify things like price range and price type. If you want to change any of the settings, maybe you want to change your default so that it's searching from 10 to 1,000, you can go in and make your changes and then just click on to update. And then when you click on the update, it will save the changes to your save search that you have selected. But there are times when, oh, I need to see my electronics, so I go ahead and select electronics, save search, and then I click search, and it's going to return me my electronics in that price range or whatever the criteria is that I had. So this section up here is called Save Searches. This is where you're saving your questions, as opposed to your collections where you're saving your answers and specific items. Here, the answer can be different every week that you run it because the products change that the suppliers are making available in RepLink.